Hi Capricorn, this is Teresa from tarotbytea.com, and welcome to September, and welcome to your September TarotScope reading. And before I start, I want to ring the bells and call in the angels and the good spirits, helping energy and positive energy. And I want to say thank you for subscribing to my channel. Thank you for liking and commenting. I really appreciate the comments. I've just been amazed at how many people have been helped by these readings, so I'm glad to hear that. Thank you. Anyway, we're using the Morgan Greer Tarot deck again, and the Celtic Cross. Maybe next month I'll change the deck. We'll see. I'm a Taurus. I like to stick with the tried and true. So, let's see what Capricorn has coming up for the month of September. Now, September is going to be a crazy month with Mercury Retrograde and these eclipses. So, we'll see what happens to Capricorn. But you know what? You've got Pluto. You've got Pluto affecting your sun, so power and transformation. You're very powerful right now, Capricorn. Use your power for good. So let's see, what does Capricorn need to know for the month of September about their love life, about love and life. I'm going to just leave it open. Let's see what the cards say. Because we're asking about love, but we might get career, or we might get, who knows what we'll get. But whatever we get, it will be the important energy of the month. So let's just see what happens. What does Capricorn need to know about the month of September? What do they need to know about their love life? What do they need to know about their career? What's important for the month of September? The Hierophant, the Four of Wands, the Ace of Swords, the Four of Swords, the Knight of Wands, the Two of Pentacles, the Eight of Cups, the Ten of Wands, the Eight of Wands, and the Five of Cups. Interesting. Okay, let's see. The present, you have the Hierophant and the Four of Wands. The Hierophant is a card of, it's a card of spiritual wisdom. It's also a teaching card. It's a card about institutions of learning, healing. So it could mean that you're dealing with either hospitals or educational institutions or government offices. It's stability. It's something that's been around for a long time. You know, an institution that's been around for a long time, and they have rigid policies and they're very conservative. The Hierophant is a conservative card, so conservative teachings. So, and that fits a Capricorn, because Capricorns they are kind of conservative. They like to follow tradition. They respect tradition. And they respect the wisdom of the elders. So you might be teaching in the month of September. You might be sharing your wisdom in some capacity, where you have a lot of knowledge, you have a lot of experience. And so you might be offering that knowledge and experience. And it's going to lead to stability, victory. You have this, the Four of Wands is a victory card, a stability card. So in a business situation, that means success and stability. Building a solid foundation. In a relationship, The Hierophant can mean that you're looking for a serious relationship. You really don't want to play around. You want something serious. You want something that's going to last. You're not the type, the Capricorns are not the type to just live with someone, you know. They worry too much about what people think. So if you're building something, you're going to do it the right way. You're going to do it the old-fashioned way. And you're going to make sure it lasts. You want to build something stable and solid and something that will stand the test of time. And so if it's a relationship, you want a commitment. You want marriage. You don't want, you know, let's just shack up. You know, that's not a Capricorn. That's not the way Capricorns do things. They follow tradition. They do things that bring them the respect that they deserve. They care about what people think. So they're not going to do anything that's going to tarnish their reputation. So you're looking for stability. You might even want to get married. If you're not already married and you're dating someone for a long time, you might be thinking of commitment. If you are married, then you're in a relationship, then you may be renewing your vows or something, or you're trying to make the relationship even more solid. You're trying to build something solid and stable in your life right now, in the month of September. In the past, you've been working really hard. The Ace of Swords is a new beginning where you develop this warrior spirit. So you've been putting a lot of energy toward a project, working hard to achieve a goal. Because Capricorns are very ambitious. When they have a goal in their mind, they're going to work at it till they get to the top. They don't settle for second best. It's excellence all the way. It's, you know, they want to reach the top of the mountain. There's no, like, they don't like playing second fiddle or being number 2. They've got to be number 1. So you've been working really hard, and maybe you've had the need to rest, because the Four of Swords is taking some time out to recharge and rest, because you've been fired up over a goal, and you're really trying to achieve this goal, but you know, you can only do so much. So you might be maybe even recovering from an illness. Maybe you pushed yourself too hard and you wound up affecting your health. So you might have had to maybe you're in a hospital or recovering from an illness where you've had to, like, take it easy, take a couple of days off, just rest. Because here you have the Ten of Wands. That's like carrying this heavy workload. You have all the responsibilities falling on your shoulders. And you need to just take it easy. Yes, I know you want to build something. You have this vision. You want to build something solid and stable, and something that people can look back and say, you know, this person left this legacy behind. And then you have the Knight of Wands coming up. The Knight of Wands can mean a journey card where you're either changing your residence, thinking about moving somewhere else, changing your residence, or thinking about changing your job, or your job. Things are changing. You're looking for adventure. So you might be thinking about moving away from something that was once very important to you, but it's no longer fulfilling. So you're kind of in like a transition period here, because you have the Two of Pentacles. The 2 is like juggling. You might be working at one job while you're developing maybe a side business or something. So you have 2 things going, and you're juggling all these things. With the idea that eventually you're going to move on to something else. Maybe you're changing careers, or you're changing where you live. And it could be that a relationship is a result of that. That you connect with someone and decide to move where they are. Or you connect with someone and you decide to start a new life together somewhere else. Or it could just mean, you know, career success and your job's changing, and it might mean a change of location. Maybe where you're doing the job, you might be working in a different office or something like that. But you're juggling a lot of different projects and carrying a heavy workload, because you have this this Ten of Wands here, you've been carrying a lot of responsibility and you've been working a lot, and you're getting ready to you're coming to the end of this workload, so that you're about to finish a project where you can put it down and say, okay, I've done it. You know, it's done. And as a result of this project, doors are going to be opening up for you, because you have the Eight of Wands here. So doors are opening up career-wise. And things might be happening quickly. Like you might get some kind of job offer where you have to move, you have to accept and, you know, make changes right away. In a love relationship, it could be that you were involved with someone that was carrying a heavy burden or struggling with something, and you were kind of helping them out. And maybe they might have been suffering from some kind of illness, and they needed to rest and maybe go to the hospital for something, or but I'm feeling like that your needs are changing. And if you were in a relationship, you're thinking, whatever I'm doing, it doesn't mean anything. I need to do something that has meaning. So you're looking for some stability in a relationship. And if this relationship that you're in is not giving you that, you might be considering moving on to something else. So it might be that you're in a relationship, you want to get married, maybe the other person doesn't. You want stability, you want something that, you know, commitment, and the other person's been giving you the runaround. So you may decide to walk away from it if they're not going to commit. It's like, you know, look, I've been dating you for all this time, or I've been with you, and you know, I want more. And if they're not willing to do that, and it could be that they're struggling, you know, they're more of a burden than they're worth, you might decide to put that burden down. And then there might be someone new coming in, because you have the arrows of love, the Eight of Wands. That sometimes can relate to a journey by air. So maybe you go on a trip and you might meet someone on a trip. Or it could just mean that feelings pop up for someone really quickly. That you meet someone, and they're a lot of fun. The Knight of Wands, if it represents a person, the Knight of Wands is a fun person. They have a lot of energy. They're high energy. You can have a lot of fun with them, but they're not that reliable sometimes. They're hard to pin down. They just want to play. They have this youthful, playful energy. So you might be meeting someone like that and find that feelings are developing quickly. You might even be juggling two people. Like there's one person you're thinking about leaving, and there's another person that you're attracted to that's a lot of fun. So you're like balancing these two people. But really, deep inside, you want a commitment. You don't want to be dating a bunch of people. You want a commitment, and you want a stable relationship. With the Five of Cups here, you may have some regrets over the past. You're looking back on the past. You're healing from the past. And you're thinking about relationships that you once had that you lost, that are no longer in your life. And you're regretting some of the decisions that you made. And you're wishing that you hadn't made them. Like maybe you broke ties with people that you wish you still had contact with. Or it could also mean that someone in your life that ended a relationship is thinking about coming back. Sometimes the Five can bring someone from the past back. Five of Cups. And if you feel like, if you're in a relationship that feels like it's breaking down, so you're starting to consider other options, it could be that you're just focusing on the negative and you're not focusing on what's positive, what you can still salvage from the relationship. So you need to focus on the cups that are full. Forget about the past. Don't cry over spilt milk. You know, you can't redo the past. You can't undo it. You can just learn from it. So focus on what you still have now that you can work with. And you can make the relationship better. And you can make it solid again. So you have a couple of energies going on here. You have to make your decisions wisely. Because if you choose in haste, you may regret that decision. Because I feel this is like fast energy. Things happening quickly. You have to decide quickly. And if you make a decision without thinking things through and thinking about what's really right for you, you may feel some regret down the road. You may feel at some point, well, I wish I had waited. I wish I hadn't been so hasty. So really consider what you're giving up before you actually do it. And see if you maybe can't solve the problems or salvage a relationship. Maybe it just needs a little tweaking and you could get it back to where it was before instead of giving up on it altogether. So I think that this September is going to be a month of decision. It's going to be a month where you can create stability and share your wisdom with the world. But it's also, I think it's a warning against hasty decisions or hasty action. I wouldn't commit to anything in September. I would hold off until October, especially with Mercury Retrograde. And if you take a job in September, things might change that you can't foresee, and you might regret that decision. So don't leave anything that's been stable in your life in September. You can contemplate and do your research, but I wouldn't make any major changes in September as far as like leaving one job for another or leaving one person for another. I would give it time until the Mercury retrograde is over. Otherwise, you may find yourself regretting your decision. So, that's what I've got to say for... I don't think I have any other advice. The Knight of Wands can be someone who's unreliable. So you might meet someone who's real exciting and you're thinking, oh, I really want to be with this person. I'm going to leave what I've got now and I'm going to go with this person. And then you come to find out later that they're just totally irresponsible and you're... but you've already broken ties with the person you left and now it's a big mess, a hot mess. And you're not really that happy with the new person. So think about it. Think about what's really right and do the right thing. Work towards stability. Don't just jump for the bright and shiny penny. Give it a lot of thought before you rush into anything. That's my advice for September, Capricorn. I wish you luck, love, and excellence for the month of September. And excellent decisions and wise choices. And slow down. Haste makes waste, you know. You have plenty of time to decide, so don't rush into anything. Okay, thank you for watching and listening, and I hope this reading has helped you. And have a wonderful September, and I will talk to you in October. Bye now.